This is a question about the validity of what we're doing, the testing here, and can you explain just quickly just this testing in the most layman term possible?
Most layman terms. Well, so we're scanning information in your field or near you to see whether or not your nervous system is reacting to that, right? When you're sitting in this room, if I say something obnoxious or if there's a smell or something, your nervous system is going to stress. It's constantly monitoring the area. So if you have a problem and I take information that is similar to that problem and introduce it into your field, your system will go into a stress reaction. And
so just an example would be all these multitude of different ampulates and elements you're testing. These would be testing the different things that could stress the system, as well as use the machine with a person holding a diode like me that ties me into the system to be able to show where the imbalances are in all the organ systems and the central nervous system.
Yeah.
So you have a way of checking, the whole entire system and every organ in it to see what's not functioning properly with this device and these ampulates. And then each amulet has, different remedies in them. So after you find out where the imbalance is at, as you've done with me today, we can hone in on systems and organs and then actually find the remedies for that as well.
Yeah, that's
what I'm experiencing.
Yeah, both the substances that confirm the load that's on the system, and then 2-point tests for what takes the load out of the system. Like what can we introduce that actually relieves the stress, whether it's gallbladder stones or whether it's digestive imbalances or whether it's vascular issues. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. So thank you. I just want to make sure that this becomes available to people. And you said your words to me were this might be a jump for some people who aren't used to this and they're used to sending in their testing, having it tested, whereas this is actually testing I would imagine the bioelectric system of the body, testing all the systems and organs and readings, to validate what is where. And you've been using this for how many years?
It's about 30.
About 30 years now.
Yeah.
So it's a very long time, as a craft person with this. Yeah. So I'm just amazed because I know everything happening with my body, and you have completely honed into every challenge, every organ, everything I'm already aware about. So, I said to you, I was like, there's so many people I know who really need to have this experience that nobody else has given them solutions, or they might find out what's going on, but then they're not able to actually, test all the different possible remedies here that match with their bodies, that then just hones everybody in very quickly to have a powerful, effective healing result from it.
Yeah, especially in today's world. And there's a place for the lab work. The lab work is very, very efficient for looking at the chemistry. But the question is, how do you find what's behind that, right? So if somebody's cholesterol is high, or if they're anemic, right, or they have a problem with the pancreas, what is the causal chain that's led to the point that the physiology is out of balance enough that it shows in the lab work? Because it's really got to be broke to show up in the lab work. So there's a place for that. But how do you track it upstream and the connections and the causes? And so, yeah, this has been a great system for learning how the body makes problems, and then more importantly, to customize a protocol for the individual and how that they have arrived with the problems that they have, and then be able to monitor, right? And evaluate what's needed next when the system's ready to deal with the second layer or the third layer.
And this also gives the way to, you will say, unpack the bags, or to bring somebody out of a high stress situation in their body, and level by level, week by week, moment by moment, be able to unpack and take care of the root cause ultimately.
Yeah, and respect the process that the system, if you have a technique or an ability, or as you called a craft, to be able to let the system inform you, it's a much more elegant way of practicing, right? Like, it's not my ego, it's not what I think. There's a place for that. I'll go try this remedy or try that. But when you pay homage to what the system is willing to expose to you, I get the gift and the person gets the gift, right? I get to understand and then use my knowledge that I've gleaned over the years to be able to efficiently provide a way to have a protocol that fits, that a person's willing to do, and get results. Is the bottom line, right?
Beautiful.
And not
Yeah.
hurt anything, right?
Sure.
Not have it be too strong or too much, or how do you test synergistically? You put 5 or 6 things together, for example, right? Or let's say you're trying to treat a digestion, and there is a mental component. There's excessive, over worry and thinking and rumination. If you don't address that, you won't take the voltage off the nerve plexus over the digestion, and then somebody's complaining of digestive problems. So yeah, figuring that out is important, so that you're aiding in the transformation that the person is able to ingest, so that we all get better.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, oh, you're welcome,
Thank you.
bro. Yeah.